Top 5 special needs trusts and Medicaid questions answered fast. Hi, I'm Eric with First Maryland Disability Trust. If you or someone you support relies on Medicaid and is thinking about special needs trusts, or already has one, this video is for you. I'm going to walk through the 5 questions we get most often about how trusts affect Medicaid eligibility and benefits. Let's get into it. And as a quick note, I want to remind everybody this video is just general information, not legal or financial advice. Everyone's situation is different. I have no way of knowing what's going on with you. So please talk to a qualified professional before making any changes. Question 1. Will a special needs trust affect my Medicaid? If the trust is set up properly, whether it's a first party, third party, or pool trust, it should not affect your Medicaid eligibility. The key thing is that the beneficiary cannot access and control the funds, and the trust must follow specific rules. If this happens, then Medicaid should not be able to count it as an asset. However, if the trust is mismanaged, like giving cash directly to the beneficiary, it can trigger ineligibility. What if I receive an inheritance or settlement? If you're on Medicaid and receive money directly, meaning the money was left to you and not to your special needs trust, that could make you ineligible almost immediately. But if the funds go into a first, third, or pooled special needs trust, you can keep Medicaid provided distributions follow the rules. I want to point out an inheritance doesn't always have to come to the individual with the disability. If you are planning and writing out your will or identifying beneficiaries for your beneficiary designation on things like life insurance, retirement accounts, you can set up a third-party special needs trust and list that trust as the beneficiary of your assets. It will never pass the individual with disability and Medicaid will never be jeopardized. If the money does go to the person's name, then you have to move it as quickly as possible from them into a special needs trust or an ABLE account, depending on how much money there is. Timing matters. Don't accept the funds in your own name first. Talk to someone about trust options before the money hits. What can a trust be used to pay for? We see a lot of people get tripped up with this. A trust can pay for many things: therapy, transportation, education, medical expenses, food. But, and this is a big but, if you're on supplemental security income, it should avoid direct payments for shelter unless you're working with someone who understands the rules. It doesn't mean the trust cannot pay unless the trust specifically says it will not pay for shelter. But you want to make sure that if you are paying for shelter because you have no other options, you understand the impact that this may have if you are receiving supplemental security income, because it very likely will reduce your SSI, supplemental security income, by 1/3 due to something called in-kind support and maintenance, which is a different video. What's the difference between an ABLE account and a special needs trust? ABLE accounts are great for smaller amounts of money. You can use them for housing without hurting Medicaid or SSI. The downside is how much money you can put in each year. In 2025, that amount is $19,000, and you need to keep the balance below $100,000 if you are receiving SSI. Special needs trusts can hold more money and they give you much more long-term flexibility, but they need a trustee and they will follow stricter rules. Many people, like myself, use both. And finally, can a trust pay my rent? As I said earlier, yes, it can, but there may be a catch. If you're on Medicaid only, rent payments usually are not a problem. If you're getting SSI, having the trust pay rent may reduce your monthly benefit because of in-kind support and maintenance. Sometimes it's okay and even necessary, but it should be a deliberate decision, not a surprise. These 5 questions come up all the time, and the stakes are extremely high when you're dealing with benefits and legal tools like special needs trusts. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more plain English breakdowns of disability and benefit issues. Got a question I didn't cover in this video or any of the other videos on FMDT's channel? Please drop it in the comments or reach out info@firstmdtrust.org. Thank you for watching.